Hey guys, what's up? It's Rhett, back at it with another video. This video is going to be my reaction to the Falcons game today against Seattle. The game was not pretty. We gifted them a bunch of stuff, but I'll get into it. First off, Russell Wilson made us look stupid. Our cornerbacks are terrible. I know they're all super young and they're also super terrible. AJ Terrell didn't look good. Oliver didn't look good. Number 34, Denard or whatever his name is, didn't look good. And I think that's what cost us the game. Our pass rush was there a little bit early, and it kind of trickled away. We stopped their run pretty good, but Russell Wilson just had time to sit back there and throw. He went 31 for 35 passing. And you know what? DK Metcalf dropped 2 of those, and we deflected 1 at the line. So he probably should have been 34 for 35 passing, which is scary. And you know, Dan Quinn's not a good coach. We figured that out now. He's not a good coach. Our defensive coordinators, I guess he's not very good either. Raheem Morris. This team kind of just needs to do a rebuild with coaches, because they proved they could win when they had Shanahan, but since then it's just been downhill. Dan Quinn is not a good coach. Yeah. So our defense was terrible. We couldn't get a takeaway. And our offense. People I've seen bash Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan wasn't the problem today. Matt Ryan, he threw for 450 yards. And that's not his fault. Julio made great catches. Ridley made great catches. Ridley dropped that wide open pass at the end on that 4th down. It wasn't his fault. The coaching staff didn't call good plays. People are mad at him for taking that sack on 4th and 2. I could have told you on 3rd and 2, don't run it up the middle. We suck at running. Our offensive line is god-awful. I don't even think they ran it with Gurley. But our offensive line's god-awful. Do like a little pitch out, and if we don't get it, kick a field goal. But no, we run it up the gut, get stopped, and then we do some stupid pass where we only have like 2 guys out on routes. Those aren't the plays that are going to work. Dirk Cutter's not. He didn't call great plays tonight. We started off the game running well, and then after like the first drive, our running game sucked. Our offensive line's god-awful. Alex Mack and then a bunch of scrubs. I wish you could just rebuild that whole offensive line, because Jamal Adams sacked Matt Ryan 2 or 3 times. Nobody would pick him up. No, they would be. There are so many plays that our linemen were laying on their backs. You couldn't even count them. They got a lot of pressure towards us. I think Matt Ryan still played a great game. That interception at the end, I felt bad for him because he just heaved it up there. Young Ho Koo, whatever. Great onside kick. He did miss that extra point early, which sucked, but he made up for it with the field goal. I think the Falcons were trying to be too aggressive here today. We got that 1 4th down at the beginning we didn't get. The fake punt was a good call, then some scrub fumbled it. That dude doesn't need to be on the team anymore. I don't even know who it was. But you only play special teams, you have one job. That was a good play call, give him that, and then he fumbled it. Then, the 4th and 2, I don't know about that. But early in the game, when we got that pass interference call, that's when the momentum shifted. We did good. We got our first stop. We got some sacks. And it looked promising. If we get that stop, maybe we go down, score some points, and we're up 6-0. But instead, we gifted them a touchdown. Then it was 4th and 5. DK Metcalf just runs right by Isaiah Oliver. Touchdown. We missed the extra point. Gave them a point. We didn't look great. I will say Russell Gage looked amazing. He made a bunch of great catches. He took that hard hit, which should have been a 15-yard penalty. Nothing against women, but the woman ref today was terrible. She wouldn't call pass interference. They didn't call that. I kind of got fed up with it. It was annoying. But Russell Wilson went out there and played a good game. Julio did his thing. Ridley did his thing. Gage did his thing. We knew the passing was going to be there. We probably have the most passing yards in the NFL, and we just got destroyed, it felt like. And people won't talk about it, but Julio will probably have the most receiving yards at the end of the week. I think if you play fantasy football, you need to get Ridley, Julio, and Gage, because we're going to be throwing the ball a ton. I think I saw promise. I felt like we were going to be able to come back, but our defense just couldn't get the stops we needed. They would wait for people to catch it, then they'd tackle them. Like, it never seemed like we could tackle well, but it never seemed like we were actually on the man, on our guys. It was they'll catch it for 10 yards, get tackled. Catch it for 5 yards, get tackled. No pass defense. None of our corners are doing what they should be able to do. And I know people are saying they're young, but they're playing on Sundays. They need to be able to play some good football, force some incompletion. They only forced, I think, one incompletion the whole game. The others, our D-line forced one, and then DK Metcalf dropped 2. So, our secondary is terrible. Everybody who says, we need a new quarterback, we need this. No, there's no other quarterback you can get as good as Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's a top of the tier quarterback. And if you look at it, we played offensively. Even though our O-line's not good, we still did what we had to do to get yards. We got some points on the board. But it's hard when you're playing the whole game with a 2-touchdown deficit, or your defense doesn't give you a break, because the offense, they're not going to be able to do it every time. But it doesn't help when your defense gives up a touchdown or a field goal every time, and then you go back and you can't match it. I think that field goal, we would have taken that field goal on that, if it wasn't 28-12, I think we would have taken that field goal. If it was like 21-12, we would have taken the field goal. There was some bonehead decisions by Dan Quinn, some of the go for it. I like the defer for it. I did like to receive the ball. I thought that was a good idea. Then I remembered, I was like, maybe this will help our defense get energized. It did. Then they got the penalty, and then the defense went kind of downhill from there. I had the Falcons in my prediction video going like 10-6 or 11-5. It's not looking good. We play Dallas next week. I think they have enough wide receivers to throw it all over us. But our offense can still throw all over them. So we'll see. This is my reaction to the Falcons Seahawks game. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.